Welcome to CUBN Bible Study and your host, Kalia.
Welcome to CUBN Bible Story with Kalia. Bible study with Kalia. So today, we're going to be reading part 2 of Bible Stories for Kids, God's Great Dumb. I hope you enjoy in Genesis 2.4-17. Genesis 2.4-17. Back in the day, when God first made the earth, God looked down and he saw that there was no one to take care of it. Into his hands, take care of it. So God reached down to the ground and scooped up some stuff from the earth. He took the stuff from the earth into his hands and formed into a man. But the man just laid there on the ground like a lump of clay. There was no life in him, so God bent down again and breathed into the man, and the man became alive. The man's body was made from the earth, but his life came from the breath of God. Always remember that. Your life is a breath of God. God called the man Adam. The God planted a garden in Eden for Adam to live. The God planted a garden in Eden in Eden for Adam to live in. And since God is God, he is pretty good gardener. He planted all kinds of trees in his garden. Apple trees, pear trees, banana trees, mango trees, fig trees, and who knows what other kinds of trees in his garden. God wanted to make sure that who knows what kind of other kinds of planting of trees in his garden. God wanted to make sure there was plenty of good things to eat. Don't ask me why he didn't plant any candy trees. Adam dabbles with photography. Okay, not really. In the middle of the garden, God also planted 2 special trees. One's called the tree of life, and the other one's called the tree of knowledge of God of evil. And God made a stream of clear, cool water to flow the middle of the garden to water it and keep it green. Then God brought Adam to the garden and told him, "Take care of my garden. You may eat the fruit of any of the trees that I made to grow there. But be careful. Do not eat any of the fruit from the tree of knowledge of good and evil. If you eat any of the fruit, you will die. So Adam began to live and work the garden. God had made him the garden as wonderful, beautiful, and peace. But Adam was alone. But Adam was lonely. Next time, originally written sometime in 1997, I think fiddled, and again, November 2014. Okay, so that was God's Green Thumb, part 2 of the story. And now we are going to read Everybody Needs a Friend. Even thought the garden God had made for him was the most beautiful place there could ever be. Adam was lonely. Adam needed some company. So God reached into the ground again and took some more stuff from the earth. This time they made every kind of animal and every kind of bird. He thought them all to Adam to see what he would call them. He must have taken a long time to think of those names. Luckily, he didn't call them things like Fufu or Snuggums or Pookie like that. Instead, he called them Gerbils and rabbits and rhinoceros. And he called the birds eagles, egrets, ruby-throated warblers. Ruby-throated warblers. Well, actually, we don't know what Adam named them. He speaks English, but named kind, and that's important. And that's important because people are that's important because people are the only ones that name things. Your dog knows what a squirrel, but he doesn't call it a squirrel. He just barks at it. But naming things is one of the things that shows we are different from all the other creators that God made. But even with all the animals around to keep him company, God saw that Adam was still sad. Monkeys are fun to play with, but they don't have very much to say, and they have terrible table manners. So God made Adam fall asleep. He must have conked him on the head or something. Not really! And while Adam was sleeping, God took one of his ribs. God took Adam's rib and made a woman from it. When Adam woke up, God brought Eve to him. That's what Adam named her later on. Her later on. What flat? Adam, later on, and Adam said, "At last, here is someone like me. Her bones were made from my bones, and her body was made from my body. I will call her woman, because that means she taken out of man." At last, Adam was happy. And so Adam and Eve lived together in God's garden. And do you know what? They were naked. They were naked and nobody carried or thought it was funny. But that's another story next time. So that was the other story that was called Everybody Needs a Friend. And the first story was called Part 2, the first of Part 2, God's Green Thumb. So, I hope you like the stories of Bible stories for kids. And please comment down below what have you been learning today. So I'll see you guys next week, and I hope you read the Bible. Bye!